Tony, thanks so much. 6:34 this morning, and the storm has moved through our area, and people are now waking up to a lot of snow and some serious ice.
Let's get out to Robert Stover, though. He's bringing us the latest on what's going on in Carlisle, Cumberland County. The Harrisburg Pike right behind you, Rob, and it looks really good.
Yeah, definitely. You know, one thing that kind of struck us as we got to this rest stop this morning is we could actually see the dividers, the lines in the road. We saw some colors, some yellow and some white. So definitely a nice change of pace than what it looked like yesterday. Here, I'll step to the side so you can see. We are starting to see a little bit more traffic on Harrisburg Pike as of this hour. You know, it is that time of day where some people are just beginning to wake up, get in their car, and go to work. That is, if you do have work today. I know we did, otherwise we wouldn't be out here. But that all being said, conditions on the main roads have been looking fairly good, at least in our area here in Carlisle, Cumberland County. And some of those side roads, those back roads, and those one-ways, those alleyways that people might see a little bit more snow, maybe a little bit more ice still on the road. Those are areas that tend to not get as treated. Not to say they're not treated at all, but the priority are those main roads like Harrisburg Pike, like the Turnpike, like the interstate, where you have those high volumes of traffic. So naturally, crews would want to focus on those roads first. That isn't to say those back roads, side roads, neighborhoods aren't being treated right now. We know crews have been working around the clock, and we've seen plenty of trucks drive their way up and down Harrisburg Pike behind us this morning. Now, when I was in the city, that's where I've been staying the past few nights right now, you do have some snow buildup along the sides of the road. Some people still might have to dig out their vehicles. If people are parked in a parking garage, they still might have to contend with the snow outside there before they get onto the main road. So if you do plan on hitting the road today, make sure your vehicle is prepared. Make sure it's cleaned off. The ice and snow, it's all removed so debris is not flying behind somebody else. Still give yourself a little bit more space in between some of the vehicles, especially if it's a PennDOT vehicle. You want to make sure those people have enough time to do their job. But also if conditions worsen later on this morning, if the wind were to pick up and the roads, refreeze or they get recovered in snow, you want to make sure that the distance between yourself and another vehicle is enough. So if something were to happen, you have enough time to react and prepare. Those are just some recommendations. I think we're going to hear from some professionals and officials coming up later this half hour. For the most part, though, like I said, Carlisle has been fairly calm, fairly clean. And we're going to continue to monitor conditions and bring you the latest information both online and on air. FOX43.com. Live in Carlisle, Cumberland County, Robert Stover, Fox 43 News.
You know, Robert, pavement is a welcome sight to see on the Harrisburg Pike this morning behind you for so many people heading to work. Thanks so much for being out there. We'll check back in with you soon.